What's going on? Welcome to JBK Zone Coverage. Yes, I'm hosting today. Unfortunately, the big dog is under hiatus right now, so you're going to be seeing my ugly face for the next couple of games, couple of weeks for our playoffs and stuff like that. But we still got the rest of the crew in the house, the Mad Yancer and Mad Monkey. We do have special guests today. How are you doing? It is playoff time in the NFL. Got 2 playoff games on today. Got 2 on Sunday. Got 2 on Monday. Oh, why we got 2 on Monday? Because they moved the Pittsburgh-Buffalo game to Monday. Unfortunately, Mother Nature is taking her shit out on us again, and so we have to kind of compensate for that. Welcome to the show. Those of you that are first timers or on here everything, just remember that up there in the corner there, you can see that scanning QR code. That's where all our social media is on. So just scan that. You'll be on everything. Join it, subscribe to it, whatever. Let me bring my partners on here real quick here. The Mad Yancer and Mad Monkey.
Good evening.
We're all mad today. How y'all doing today?
Right back at you.
So what you think
now
about
I gotta
your
wait
game?
another day.
Well, at least you can see it. That's okay. I think JC said he couldn't see it, but because he's got to work. That sucks.
4:30 kickoff. I go to work at 9. I'll be good.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and
trying to get a hold of this. Trying to get a hold of this pointing thing. You know?
There you go. Yeah, we have troubles with that kind of. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with the throwback video of the week.
Lined up top of your screen, they go his way. What? Oh my gosh! No signal yet. He's saying he's got it, and he does another touchdown for J.J. Watt.
He made that look like he played the position all the time. That is a move. He started college as a tight end and transferred because he didn't like the situation. Went to Wisconsin. Look at this play. Great throw and his arm. And it'll be a question as to whether his left knee comes down inside. Now, he didn't get 2 feet, but if his knee comes down inbounds, that's okay. It's still a catch. And there it is, his shin and knee. Yep. That's a catch, touchdown. What a fantastic athletic play by this guy. We had him in week 2 when he did this too. He came out of the pack and hit the looky screen. But wow,
we've been fortunate to see both.
So that was J.J. Watt catching a touchdown pass. Way back.
I don't know if that would have counted in today's game.
What do you mean it wouldn't count in today's game? The catch?
Yeah.
Why you say that? He had his knee in. As long as you have a knee and a shin down, that counts as 2 feet.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I mean, it's J.J. Watt. Whatever. Good for a defensive lineman to catch a pass. Unlike it happens to offensive linemen who get screwed out of it. But that's okay. So anyway, we're going into Monkey's news. Let's go.
The Lions had 4 different players score 10-plus scrimmage touchdowns, second most by any team in NFL history. Puka Nacua sets NFL records for most receiving yards by a rookie with 1,486, and most receptions by a rookie with 105. The Chiefs have won 11 games in 6 consecutive seasons, tied for 3rd longest streak in NFL history. The Saints' 48 points were the most they had scored against the Falcons all time. The AFC North has become just a second division to have every team finish with a winning record. Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are just the 8th duo in NFL history with 1,000 plus yards in 3 or more consecutive seasons from 2021 to 2023, and they also did it in 2019. Bill Belichick has tied Dan Reeves and Jeff Fisher for most regular season losses by a head coach, in NFL history with 165, and he has also tied Tom Landry for most combined losses by a head coach all time with 178. The Dolphins were a perfect 11-0 when leading at halftime, which was the most wins without a loss this season until Buffalo's comeback win. Jonathan Taylor averages 135.2 yards per game versus Houston. That's the most average yards against a single opponent with at least 5 games during the Super Bowl era.
All right, good stuff. Good information.
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't know about that Mike Evans and Godwin. That's the reason why I don't think Philadelphia's going to win the game on Monday, because they got to contend with those two receivers too, and their secondary sucks. So we'll see. Okay, so I did say that we were going to be having some guests on here, and so let me bring them up before we start our questionnaire. The first one is Bandit from Bandit Sports.
What's up, man?
How you doing, man? You good?
I'm doing good. Privilege to be on here with y'all, man.
Of course. Anytime I go on there every occasionally. We talk about Lions stuff. Obviously, you see he's a Lions fan. Thank God I got some support today.
You act like we're totally against you.
Oh, right? No. I got to hear about Pittsburgh stuff all the time and Buffalo stuff all the time. I don't really
that's
have
not me.
I hear about it too, so don't feel bad.
That's not me. That's the host. He brings
and
up.
then our other guest today is Day, also from Bandit Sports, also a Lions fan. What's going on, Day?
What's going on, Thriller, man? Privileged to be here. Thank you for inviting me on.
Not a problem at all. You guys get me all the time, so I'm gonna give back to the community. So let's start out. What we do is we do some questions for you guys that just came on. We do questions of the NFL. We kind of do a round table. Everybody answers the way they feel about the question. So pull up our first question there, Robbie. So how much does the weather impact football games? Let me get Neil Bandit.
I feel like the weather is part of football, so it shouldn't have no impact on the football games. I remember when I played football, I used to love playing in the rain and the snow. So I feel like as the element is part of the game, you feel me? Like, I don't think it's to have no impact.
Okay. What about you, Robbie?
Well, it all depends. If you're getting 20-mile wind gusts, then you can forget about kicking field goals, or if you're a passing team. It'll definitely, if you're a passing team, it's definitely going to hurt you. The running team, you'll be fine. But it could depending on how bad the winds is, you know? It's running in snow, that's tough. Running in snow. It's like running in slow motion.
And what about you, Day?
Kind of like you just said, I think it depends on how your team is built. If you're a passing team and you got bad inclement weather, it's not generally going to be a good day for you. But if you're built for the run, which is playoff time football, I think you'll be just fine. I mean, it'll definitely slow you up, but I think it won't affect you as much as the passing team will.
Well, somebody that usually feels the effect of that, has a team that feels the effect of that besides Robbie, is Kevin there. How do you feel about the weather being a difference?
It is an impact, but it is part of football. But you also got to look at Miami, for instance. They're used to playing in the warm weather, not in the cold, so vice versa. I went down to Florida. I played basketball at 4:00 in the morning for 10 minutes, and I was dead. So
yeah, I can't. I don't like heat.
It does have a factor in it, but they are professional athletes, and they should be able to acclimate to the weather. At some point, maybe it may take them a quarter, but like I said, it does have some kind of impact. But you freeze your ass off, you freeze your ass off. You pass out from heat stroke, you're going to pass out from heat stroke.
Okay. What's our next question there, Rob?
All right. Yes.
Okay, Mike Tomlin taking a break after this season. Buy or sell that? Robbie.
Not happening.
Not happening, huh? Why do you think
not
it's not
happening?
happening?
Like, why would he go? It's like he ain't gonna get fired. He got it made here. Like, You know, they ain't gonna fire him. He's gonna leave on his own. Like, why leave if you can leave on your own? You know. And another bullshit rumor I heard it was him supposedly going to Alabama. Yeah, I laughed at that too. Yeah. And here's another
Alabama.
here's
Really?
another. Yeah, there was a rumor here, and another funny rumor I heard from this is a Pittsburgh analyst, Andrew Filipponi. Matt Canada was on a short list for the Alabama head coaching job.
Ain't no way.
No way.
I hear.
Yeah, that's what he reported. I laughed at it. I was like, I can't believe he just said that.
That's just
Yeah,
not right.
but why?
Bama just hired their coach last night. Their new
Yeah,
coach.
but going back to Mike Tomlin, why would you leave here when you got it made? You know, he can leave on his own anytime. Why would he leave? So I'm not buying that for 1 second.
All right, what you got on the day?
I saw that too. Like he said, ain't no reason to. Dude hasn't had a losing season the whole time he's been there.
Right.
So the owners aren't looking at like, okay, this guy can't win. Yeah, he hasn't had the greatest postseason success in the past couple of years. You know, he's got one Super Bowl under his belt. The only thing that I could
Two actually. He got
Two?
one Tampa Bay. He won with Tampa Bay.
Oh, I'm talking just with Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, one.
He's got one with Pittsburgh. The only thing that I could see him getting is, man, Pittsburgh seems to have a lot of drama in the locker room. There seems to be a lot of locker room drama. And they may view that as he can't get a hold of the locker room, so that could be a factor, but I don't see him going anywhere. No way.
Well, he does always have a problem with his diva receivers. diva receivers are flourishable, yeah, all the time.
Running back.
The problem with it is he don't really discipline him. He just throws an arm over them and gives them like a fatherly talk instead of just like telling him like, listen up here, we're for the team. Shut up and make plays. But he just throws an arm around him and just gives him a fatherly talk and shit.
Hey man, we can't do that. It's not allowed.
Yeah. You gotta be tough on the players.
What you got in this monkey?
Sell. I mean, only thing I can see is him doing it because he sees that Pittsburgh has a problem in that quarterback room. And maybe he's afraid that he's going to finally have a losing season. That's a far-fetched, but that's exactly why it's a sell.
Tyler got jokes today.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Tyler Fun.
And last but not least, what you got on this Bandit?
I'm selling this, but I do got Pittsburgh beating Buffalo in the playoffs.
Oh,
whoa, okay.
Mike Tomlin was a coach, man. Like he never had a losing, like Daddy say, he never had a losing season, coaching, and he got this Pittsburgh team, you know, going even with Kenny Pickett and they backup quarterbacks. He got them going, snuck into the playoffs. Once you sneak into the playoffs, it's anybody's game. And I know Buffalo, y'all stumbling coming in here, man. Yeah, I got Pittsburgh winning that, man. Now I got an extra day to get everything together too.
5 straight wins.
You can send that to the rat. Okay. Next question. Can Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers upset the Dallas Cowboys? If so, why? Let's see. Let's go with Neil. You know, that's our NFC North competitor. Fuck Green Bay, by the way.
Can they beat Cowboys? I mean,
yeah.
Like playoff football, anything can happen. But one way they can't beat the Cowboys is Jordan Love been hot these last couple games. Like even on it started for Thanksgiving. I think they've been on the road since Thanksgiving since they beat the Lions. He's been hot, so if they can do that, it would be on Jordan Love. Who would have thought the Packers would be in the playoffs the year after they got Aaron Rodgers? I thought this was a rebuild season. But they're here, unfortunately.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to Day on that one.
Here we go. Anybody get that? Well, Dallas struggles against the run game, and if Aaron Jones can get hot, get going against the Cowboys, they could easily beat them. I have Green Bay beat Dallas.
Yeah. What you got on it, Monkey?
Dallas, though. I want that rematch, bro. I want that rematch.
But I want that extra home playoff game. But go ahead.
I do too.
Yes, and because it's any given Sunday, I don't see the Cowboys losing at home.
They have won 8. Actually, it should have been 7, but whatever.
Seen them lose at home. You see them lose.
That was a technical loss. Anyway, Robbie, you next, man.
Christian Watson playing?
No, he's out.
He's out?
No.
Yeah,
No, they ain't
out.
doing no upset. Not without Christian Watson.
Well, I got Reed.
But they've been playing without Christian Watson most of the year.
Yeah, but if they got
that's
him,
true.
he'll be a bigger boost to that offense.
They did get Aaron Jones back, so the running
He's
game
been
he
cooking.
did burn them the last time. He burned Green Bay for 158 yards when they played them in Dallas, and they won that game.
If this
Of course,
was in
that was
Green
with
Bay,
Aaron Rodgers, but whatever.
if this was in Green Bay, I would say easily they upset the Cowboys. But Dallas, you got to give them credit. They play good at home.
If you can make Dallas one-dimensional, you could beat them. You put I'd rather have the ball or my fate resting on if I'm going to win or not or lose or not or whatever. I want Dak to beat me, and I don't think Dak's ready to play football like that.
And we
Green Bay's defense, they struggle against the pass, right?
Yes, they're really good against the run.
Yeah. And the guy Jair Alexander, everybody talks about, which I think he's overrated anyway. He's going to be playing, but I mean, they got a decent enough defense. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to the quarterback against that offensive line. It was amazing enough the Lions did it when they played them in Green Bay. So, and I don't think their defense is as good.
Actually, Green Bay struggles against the run. They're 28th against the rush and 9th against the pass.
Oh, so flip-flop. Okay.
That's really because Dallas.
And Dallas,
their running game sucks anyway. They depend a lot on their passing game.
If you go by the rankings, like they actually, you know what? I changed my mind. They actually could upset them if you go by their offensive and defensive rankings. Like they're 12th offense in total yards and 9th against the pass, 28th against the run, which makes them 17th in defense overall.
It's not bad.
I mean, relatively to Tyler's comment over here, the front seven, they almost had the same front seven they had last year when they lost to Green Bay. So I mean, I don't know, man.
I tell you, they gotta be kicking themselves in the ass for trading Douglas.
Who would have known Douglas was the best corner on that team?
Right.
Douglas is balling
Most
up.
definitely.
Yeah,
he was.
Damn good with Buffalo.
Yeah, man. You put him with them two safeties, Poyer and Hyde. He's balling out.
Yeah, so I think I actually picked Green Bay to win this game too for probably the same reason me and Day were on the same page, getting an extra home game. Because I'd rather have an extra home game to go down to cheating ass Dallas, to tell you the truth. I mean, I know we can handle Dallas. We can't handle them refs. That's the thing we can't handle.
Yep.
We ain't got no control over that.
I'm not scared to play the Cowboys one bit.
No, I'm not saying
you
that.
Give me
either.
an extra home game, I'm taking it all day.
Yeah, but doesn't Dak play bad in the playoffs?
Yeah, he's horrible in the playoffs.
Well, yeah. Well, the last few years, yeah.
What's the stats in the playoffs? He throws more interceptions in the postseason, doesn't he?
But this is also Jordan Love's first postseason too, so we don't know how well Jordan Love or doesn't play well in the postseason.
So
he's been playing pretty good though. He's been in some good situations, but yeah, you're right. You don't know what he's going to do in the playoffs.
I mean, then they got a lot of Green Bay has a lot of young players they rely on offense.
Normally, he goes from Dak Prescott to Whack Prescott in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so let's roll into our next question there.
But how come both?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Fuck them.
Fuck them both.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Can the Eagles overcome injuries and defeat the Bucs? Well, before we get into that, Brown
Got
is
some
not
drama.
playing on Monday.
Yep.
He's not gonna.
Done.
He said if they go to the next round, he may play, but he ain't playing this Monday.
What about Devontae?
So for me, I'm gonna let you know I didn't pick them anyway to win this game, and they really ain't gonna win this game now without one of the best receivers.
They got Smith playing.
Smith is playing, but he ain't Brown. He ain't AJ Brown. Sorry, ain't happening. Monkey, what you got in this game?
The Eagles are in turmoil in that locker room. There's no way. I think the Bucs are going to take it, regardless of the injuries or not.
What you got, Bandit?
I would never go with a Matt Patricia defense, offense, head coach team.
I know that's right.
It's done, man. It's done, bro.
Fuck Matt Patricia.
And Darius Slay, that's the real reason why we got rid of Darius Slay in Detroit, because of Matt Patricia. And then they brought Matt Patricia there. You knew that locker room was going to be in turmoil. So, Eagles done, man.
The 2 corners they got are old now.
The Slay,
Bradbury. Yeah, Bradbury's like 31 now. 31, right?
Yeah, they're long in the tooth at the corner position. They might have to go. They might have to go in a draft to get that, or get some free agency over there.
Yeah, and the 2 safeties they got ain't good either.
And I really don't think Nick Sirianni, if they're going to do that next season, he's not going to weld the same magic that they welded this year by getting people to come over there, because Philadelphia is not a good place to play at right now. Yeah. You lose 5 games in a row, that fucking deters people from coming over there. Like, what the hell? How did you break down at the end of the season? You know?
And without the strong play action, Jalen Hurts is just another regular quarterback.
And his finger's still broke. He's still coming back from a broken finger. So
exactly. Has he even practiced yet? I haven't even looked at the injury report on him.
Wow, man. Y'all are wild thinking, man. Can I go?
Go for it. Yeah, go ahead.
Man, the Bucs scored 9 points against the fucking Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, they put up 9 points against them. I do believe it was a rainy game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But still, and I've trusted Jalen Hurts to make enough plays for them to win more than I'm trusting Baker to make plays for them to win.
On his throwing hand.
That's true. Panthers do have a top 10 defense.
Don't just have to throw. Hurts can get you with his legs if he needs to.
Yeah, but then the Giants has put 27 on the Eagles last week.
Yeah.
The Giants.
Yeah, the Giants.
The Giants.
I know.
The little Giants.
Play better.
The Giants. Tommy DeVito.
They almost beat them the first time they played them. They can't. I don't know, man.
Philadelphia only scored 10 points against them too.
I knew they weren't going to make the Super Bowl this year because they have a new defensive and offensive coordinator. And when you totally change around,
some Lions fans want that for this team.
What's that? A new offensive defensive coordinator?
Yeah, but there's some fans that want us, both of our coaches, to get hired so we get draft picks. Nah, bro, I don't want to switch coaching staffs. Well, we got shit rolling. They'll do it.
All right. Yeah, that's why I don't see Ben or AG going anywhere. But that's on a different subject. What's our next question there, Robbie?
This is not my question. So
I know this is John's question. Can Mighty Mason lead the Steelers to their first playoff victory since 2016? Let's go with Kevin on this one.
Mediocre Mason ain't doing shit.
MVP, motherfucker.
MVP.
Mediocre Mason. That's funny.
Mediocre Mason. Yeah, they got all kinds of jokes from Mason. Mason has been playing well.
That was Robbie. That was all Robbie. He called him mediocre Mason all season last season.
Yeah, but then he graduated to MVP Mason.
No.
Like Jameis Winston, huh?
You do know I joke around when I say MVP.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only initial in there that matches him is his first name, Mason. So
what the hell do I look like? Browns
fan? More like a Bears fan.
So then this goes. This question goes to
just as bad as Browns fans.
This goes to Robbie. This question goes to Robbie. So do you think that they can win in this game?
I think
with
they
him
got a
as
chance.
quarterback?
Everybody's writing them off to get blown out, but you never know. It's any given Sunday in this league. Or
I don't think
Monday,
it's going to be a
because they
blowout
play on Monday.
whatsoever.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout either.
This game is going to fall down to the run game because of the weather. Whoever got the better run game more likely will win this game.
Just for the fact that it's got an extra day to play, I think that gives an extra day for the coaches to look at more tape. So
But
once
then
you
again-
have that extra time, it'll be closer than you think it is.
But then again,
So-
nobody's asking Mason to be paid a man in this game. Just don't turn the ball over.
All right. Hey, we got just for a moment here, we got a new member here that's coming in here, Uncle Rumble.
What's
Uncle
up,
Rumble.
What's
boys?
going on, man?
What's shaking, bacon? How y'all doing,
So-
man?
All right, how you doing,
Going
man?
on?
Good, man.
Say hi to Robbie, the Mad Yinser up there, and Kevin, the Mad Monkey up there.
What's up, fellas? Man, thanks, man.
What up, Rumble?
What's going on, guys?
What's going
Yeah,
on?
that's 4 Lions fans in here. Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah. Me and Kevin,
It's a
me and Kevin-
takeover.
me and
Ronnie's
Kevin's
been screaming,
outnumbered.
Ronnie's been screaming, Ronnie, I need backup on my show.
Hey,
I have no
I got-
backup, man.
Me and Kevin, though, we're always surrounded by the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, so sometimes it has to. We try to get Buffalo fans and other NFC people on here. You know what I'm saying? But never works out that way.
I would like to get more NFC people on here.
We need more.
I
NFC people,
I
man.
always wanted more NFC people in the group and more
Mhm.
NFC on the show.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm posing a question to you, Rumble, Day, and Neil, since this last one. Can Mason lead the Steelers to their first playoff win since 2016?
Did he let Big Unc go first? Let Big Unc go first.
Woo. Man, I've been very critical of Tomlin and his success. I even gave Rudolph crap, but he's actually been playing pretty solid. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think this is a tough task with those they got the Browns, so I think it's gonna be a tough task, man.
You got the Bills.
Or Bills, my bad. It's gonna be a tough task to ask them to do that with this depleted roster. So yeah, I don't think Mason can do it by himself. No, I don't think that arm is. They're not getting the win with his arm. So no, I'm gonna go no.
I'll give the Steelers a 50-50 chance in this game. If they don't turn the ball over.
It is now. No, it's still all NFL, brother. Still all NFL.
There you can go.
Oh, by the way, our thing for golf here is walk-off golf. So if you see WOG on here, then you'll see walk-off golf. That's walk-off golf. That's my co-host, the main guy, the big dog. He calls him walk-off golf.
Wow.
He got mad at me. Like I think it was like the first season golf was here because I couldn't stand golf at first.
It was the
And
Minnesota game.
yeah, that Minnesota game. Yeah, he was like, yeah, he's walk-off golf. So you better put some respect on his name. I said, man, shut up. But yeah, so that's our call for walk-off golf. That's walk-off golf. WOG is walk-off. Yeah, now I believe. Yeah, yes, I do. I believe in him now. Yes, I do.
Hey, it took me till about midway last season to start believing in him.
Yeah.
I want to say it was the Minnesota game. He came out and fucking balled against them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I jumped on the golf train. I was like, all
Y'all
right,
need quarterback.
all right.
So,
Log.
that's my quarterback.
There you go. There you go. Right there. Walk off golf.
But to answer,
All right.
Mason
Yeah, go
Rudolph,
ahead, G.
I think he can. Like I said, this is the playoffs, and especially with the extra day, they get to watch film and break things down. Because Mike Tomlinson, he a brilliant man when he comes back. He never had a losing season. You feel me? I didn't know they didn't have a playoff win since 2016, but when you got Ben Roethlisberger in his last days, and then he went to Kenny Pickett, I mean, I don't know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, can he win him a game? Yeah. Do I think he's gonna win him a game? Yeah. I think the Steelers gonna win.
Well, off base of that game, TJ Watt's not going to be playing. So that's a big loss for the Steelers in the defense. Big loss. I don't know who's going to step up. Highsmith would be one guy. I guess Hayward would be another guy. I don't know.
What was that stat they had? They are like 1-12 without TJ Watt.
Yeah, they're not too good without TJ Watt.
Man,
What's that? It's no stat like that.
for me, it's whatever Josh Allen shows up.
Yeah.
If you got turnover Josh Allen out there, Pittsburgh could easily win that game. So
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
it's more or
definitely
less
a
about
problem.
what Pittsburgh has to do.
Oh, that's definitely a problem.
It's a huge
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if Mason really shouldn't be keyed on in this game.
Right.
It's got to be warranted.
It's really got to be
Lawrence.
the running game. I really believe if the running game plays A1 and they play Hall of Fame type running game for Pittsburgh, they could win this game. I think the same goes. I think the same goes for Buffalo too. I think Buffalo needs to run the ball in this game.
John, it's Nick Herdberg, not Nate.
So, and then the other thing is, I know that the Man Monkey's going to be kind of pissed off when I say this, but we're going to be all one little turnover from Josh Allen usually is good for one a game. So we'll see what happens. And look at that. Look at that. John said the same thing.
It don't matter how many picks.
I'm hoping he throws like 5.
That's about the only way that you can definitely guarantee.
Peterman status right there, man. That ain't happening.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, Nathan Peterman. He said that.
What's our next topic there? Will C.J. Stroud be able to handle Cleveland's aggressive defense? Woo. Day, what you got on this, man?
Yeah, I do. I like CJ. He was my quarterback 1 last year over Bryce. And he showed me all year long, dude. This kid can play. This kid is legit. This kid is legit. I got faith.
You're lucky I like you, John.
Okay, what you got in this Rumble?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to CJ Stroud, man. He's having a hell of a year. Yeah, this is I think he can too, because he can run. He can run, I can see him running away from scrambling and getting away from stuff. That aggressive defense. But yeah, at some point he's gonna have to take a lick. So he's gonna have to stand in the pocket and deliver a throw and take a hit. But yeah, if anybody can do it, CJ Stroud can. I was doubting him, being from Ohio State, I didn't think he was gonna, but I gotta give him his props, man. The kid can ball.
You know how to go there.
Yeah, I know. I beat you to it. I gave him crap. But yeah, I think this kid, he doesn't play his age, man. He plays like he's been in this league for like 5 years already. So yeah, man. I think Cleveland's definitely game planning against CJ Stroud. So yeah, I think the same can be said about CJ Stroud. He knows, he's gonna have to scramble and he's gonna have to take some hits in order to deliver the ball. So yeah, he's ready for it. The kid's ready for it, man. His he's been carrying Texans all season. So yeah.
So before I switch this over to the Bandit here, let me tell you something about Bandit. This dude lives in Ohio and he's a Lions fan. So we gotta listen to Ohio State shit all the time. So that's why we bug him about stuff. So yeah. Go ahead there, Bandit.
Man, CJ Stroud, he can handle it. He been battle tested. He played Michigan in the years he played, you feel me, in that defense over there by Aiden Hutchinson. He proved this year, I think he's a rookie offensive MVP. He proved this year that he was the number 1 pick over Bryce Young. That was a mistake by Carolina. Because he led his team to 10 wins. I didn't expect it. I'm sure y'all didn't expect them to win 10 games this year.
Oh, no.
And their coaches up for Coach of the Year, too, against, I think, Cleveland's coach, because Stefanski would go through 4 or 5 quarterbacks in a year and still be tested, being in the playoffs, and making the wild card. I mean, so, but can CJ Stroud do it? Yeah, he can do it. A line block it, but he out with his star receivers. That's one thing that might hurt.
He's got Noah. He's still got Noah.
Nico,
Michigan, and
Yeah.
I think he does got Noah. I think he's got Noah. I don't think he's hurt. The only one they don't have is the rookie receiver, the one that went out earlier for the rest of the year.
You had to slip a little Michigan jab in there, didn't you?
Yeah,
Nico from Michigan.
which I think that's the best connection, and it's hilarious because the Ohio State quarterback throwing to a Michigan receiver. That's just great. But
love down here. We love Michigan. You feel me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. If you
Robbie,
do,
what you got, brother?
If you do, you're not a real Ohio State fan.
It's going to be a real tough task for him to pass on the Cleveland defenses giving up 164 yards a game. So that's going to be a really tough task. They in order for him to succeed against the Browns, they would have to contain Myles Garrett. And who's the other? Is it Darius Smith? He's on the other side?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Darius. Yeah.
The only weak part I see on the Browns are the middle linebackers, pass up the middle. That'll be like the key to being any type of success to passing on that defense. Like Cleveland, they're only giving up 290 yards a game, total defense. That's ranked first in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're the first-ranked defense too. Yeah.
Man, and y'all just told me to take CJ for 250.
Yeah, but you can't go.
What are you doing?
But it's not. Yeah, but it's not at Cleveland. It's at Houston. So
you got to remember something too, Day, that Cleveland, the first time they played Houston, they didn't have CJ Stroud, and they beat the crap out of them. So that was because they had that little wimpy ass backup quarterback they got. He sucks. So I mean, when you got CJ Stroud and they're playing at the top of his game, they don't know nothing about CJ Stroud but what they got in tape. When you see him there live, it's a whole different story.
And taking into account that just because you got the stats and the ranks don't mean you're going to play like that every game. You could slip up and have bad games.
Very true.
What you got on this, Kevin?
I think it'll take him probably up to about halftime to figure it out. Cleveland may even go into half with the lead. But at the end of the game, I think CJ Stroud will, work shit out and pull off the win. And my dog says, fuck the dog pound.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but the Houston Texans, they have a top 10 offense with the 7th ranked pass offense. So, and they average 245 yards a game. So, Stroud getting over 200 yards could happen.
Yep.
I think the best benefit for Cleveland, so they can dispel the hype of CJ Stroud in this game, is run the ball and run it effectively, and just play defense, play good defense. Because if you're gonna leave it up to Flacco, if it's gonna be Flacco versus CJ Stroud, you don't want that. Cleveland don't want that. They don't want that smoke. So I would say they would just run the ball, and not that Flacco can't get it done. I'm not saying that. He's obviously shown he can get it done, but you don't want to get into a passing bout with Houston, that's basically what they're about, is their passing game right now. So you don't want to get into that.
You know what's really funny I found about Houston? They rush for 96 yards a game, and they give up 96 yards a game.
Oh shit!
That I'm just looking it up right now. 96. They rush for 96, and they give up 96. Like that's pretty funny.
All right, well, let's get to our next question. What playoff game has the most intrigue? I think we all know what that is, even though somebody did do a poll in our group. And, of course, because it was AFC, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh fans, we already know what happened there. But anyway.
I have no control over it.
I know you don't. I know.
Who won the poll? I didn't see the – I don't remember the poll. Who voted for who?
His tail of the tape is going to be Buffalo in Pittsburgh. But
everybody voted for that? Of course.
Of course they did.
I think I voted for the –
heavy.
I think I voted for the Lions or the Chiefs. Or Lions or Chiefs. I can't remember.
I kind of like the Lions-Chiefs intrigue more than that. I mean, the Lions-Rams intrigue more than I like anything else. That's my opinion. I'm a Lions fan, so I'm a little biased when I say that. But it is an intriguing game because of Stafford, the two quarterbacks that were swapped for each other, playing on their new teams. Stafford's already got a Super Bowl. Goff's trying to get back to one. It's new resurgent Lions. I think the Rams are really playing better than they were supposed to be playing this year. So it builds up the drama for the game time.
The McVay
So,
and golf and that, you know what I mean? Yeah, it brings
it's so Robbie, that's what you think is the most intriguing game, or you had another one?
I got two, and neither one is the Pittsburgh Bills game.
Who's your other intriguing game?
I'm actually looking forward to the Lions and Rams game the most this weekend. And the second game, I want to see Tyreek's return back to Kansas City.
They got a lot of
Actual
people.
Kansas City.
See, I try not to be biased, so I don't really pick the Steelers games.
And what's the dude we just had a defense in? Oh, and Irving, they all going back to Kansas City, so this is a revenge game for them too.
Man, you never know. Tyreek could go back to Kansas City and grab 250 yards on his old team.
Houston,
I have more faith in him catching than I do the rest of the Kansas City receivers. That's what I say.
Hey, is Waddle playing?
Yep.
Yes.
I think that's what benefits the A-Chain, is that his name? The running back?
I
think that's what benefits him because
playing too.
Them two speedy wide receivers on the Kansas City got nobody on the outside. So good luck with Pacheco. I think I'm actually picking Dolphins to win that game.
Yeah, I picked them to win that game too. What you got, Kevin?
I have to agree with you. It is the Lions game, but I did pick I did go straight home around the poll. I already told you that.
That's good. I mean,
fuck. I gotta go back to the poll. I forgot who I voted for.
You voted for Miami and Kansas City. I'm looking at it right now.
There you go, my man.
And I know I don't have to tell anybody in the bottom half of this panel what their most intriguing game is, because as you see, it's all Honolulu and blue in the bottom. So I think.
But if I was to pick one outside of our game,
yeah,
mine's the Houston-Cleveland game. I'm interested to see which quarterback plays better, the story of Joe Flacco or the rookie and C.J. Stroud.
See, mine would be the Chiefs Dolphins because it's like I said, there's a lot of people going over there back to Kansas City for revenge. So that would be mine.
And mine, believe it or not,
I want to see him go for like 300 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, mine would be the Steelers matchup. What Tomlin? How is Tomlin going to motivate this team to? Does he have enough in the gas to will this team another win? They weren't supposed to win. They weren't supposed to be here. That's a story around town. But yet again, Tomlin finding a way to get them to a playoff and have a successful season, man. So that to me has the most intrigue, outside the Detroit Lions and Rams game.
Okay. And Neil, I know the intrigue game is the Rams, and I know you ain't gonna let that go. You didn't even make a second pick on that one. You're just gonna say that's the one.
Yeah, we need this.
If you had to pick another one though, which one would it be?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I said the Chiefs versus the Dolphins because
the Chiefs and the Dolphins. Okay. All right. What's on next there, Robbie?
We got Jag-off of the week. Anybody got Jag-off?
Yeah. Okay, let me explain something to the bottom part of our panel there. Jag-off of the week is something that player, coach, somebody has irked you with for this week in football. Basically, we call them a jack-off, asshole, stupid ass, dummy, whatever the case you want to call.
I got y'all ain't gonna like this.
But if you,
I got one too. It's gonna be funny.
All right, so
I got 2 right now, and that was on your show.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna zigzag here. Remember who you got?
Jack off the week for me is Dan Orlovsky. Keep our team's name out your motherfucking mouth. And please, for the love of God, man, just keep our team's name out your mouth, man. I don't want no more Detroit Lions slander. He's just being a bitter ass QB.
He picked the fucking Rams to beat us, and he's so Detroit, bro. Like he picked the Rams, bro. Like fuck out of here. bro.
That's my jack off of the week.
What?
I don't like Dan Orlovsky anyway.
I hate
He's a
Mr.
fucking
running out the
bum.
back of the end zone ass motherfucker.
Right.
that dude.
Yeah,
Robbie,
that
who you
dude.
got?
Who are them Browns fans on the Bandit show?
Not all of them. There was only a couple of them that were really bad on
well,
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The ones
I
that were
think
talking shit.
Coach Brown was one of them.
Coach Rod. Was
Coach
man.
Rob was one of them. And then who was the other guy?
Allie.
Girl, was it the guy or was it the girl? Because Nat was on there. She's
Definitely the
a
girl
Brown.
talk
She
shit.
don't.
Yeah.
She don't. She
That's a
don't.
brownie. But
Oh,
she
Yeah.
They can
She
eat shit
goes-
and bark at the fucking moon.
Well, I gotta get them guys. I gotta get them guys on here so
Get
we
them
get
on
this
there.
moved,
And
boy.
if they're on the show, I'll tell them, fuck you and your one little win season.
Day, what you
Don't,
got, bro?
Dan Campbell.
What?
Oh, what's
Oh.
going on with that, man?
Raggy?
Yep. Playing the starters last week.
Oh, playing the
Meaningless game. Now look at Laporta. He got hurt. He's optimistic. He's going to play this week. But we shouldn't even be looking at that type of situation if our guys never would have played last week. There was no reason to. I mean, Khalif got hurt. You know, that's those two pieces
Yeah,
right
he's
there. We should not have
definitely
played our guys. Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely out. And then to have them thinking about putting Jameson Williams back there as a punt return. No, that's not a good idea.
Not with
Not a
Khalif
good
out.
idea. Not a good idea. That's like
Kick
trying to
return-
put Amon St. Brown back there. Hell no, we're not doing that. Nope.
Kick return, that's okay. Punt return, no. I'd be more
That-
Jamo getting a running
feel you on
start
that.
on a kickoff. That's a lot more safe than trying to field a punt.
Put People Jones back there at punt return because he used the punt return for Cleveland.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
Monkey, what you got, brother?
Oh, I'm just gonna go with the Dolphins fans for crying about it being unfair for it to be playing in the cold.
Welcome to the playoffs, even though you haven't
Soft.
been here in a while.
It's
Oh,
home field advantage for a reason.
Yeah.
You didn't
Man,
play
I
more
division.
games. You should have won more games.
Right.
Go.
Man, I think
Gotta
they
play what you
purposely
gotta play.
they purposely lost because they were scared of playing the Bills again.
There you go with that purposely lost.
And you see the end of the game, they was like, fuck it, just win the game.
I'm sure nobody was down there saying, fuck it, let's just lose. Ain't no way.
Yeah, because they can't beat the Bills. That's why they lost on purpose. They can't.
And
beat the
and Bandit, who you got, brother?
Mine is to all the fake ass Lions fans that's thinking about wearing a Stafford jersey to the state.
Man, what is man? That is not, bro.
Yes, it is.
Nah, bro.
Yes,
I
bro.
got two players right here
Don't
behind me.
wear that shit. That's last year.
If I didn't have my Stafford jersey, I guarantee
like
you I'm
going
wearing
back
my
to an
32
exit that
block.
stabbed you, bro. Like, no, bro. Like, wait, what
Is
have
that
you
Roy
done?
Williams in the background?
Golf is our quarterback. Don't
Yeah.
wear that shit.
And
And then
Trey
that,
Bly.
Dre Bly.
Calvin
Yeah.
right there.
Not stand on that.
That's our
Calvin
cornerbacks
Johnson.
coach, by the way.
Hey, Stafford was my man, but he coming into the den. It's off Stafford, bro. So even Calvin Johnson saying, bro, man, don't wear that shit, man. That or a Rams Lions t-shirt, man. Detroit Lions, Rams, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
And the
Don't be
NFL
that
done
guy.
blocked all that. And the NFL said, we ain't
They
doing
can't-
that. I'm telling you, man, the NFL's got something going on, man, because they're doing a lot of shit to fucking stop the Lions from doing, fans from doing a lot of stuff. I've noticed. I've never seen NFL stop anybody from not doing something in a playoff situation. I've never seen that. And it's not like nobody's going out there hurting anybody. You know what I'm saying? This is just wearing a simple ass jersey. All of a sudden you got a problem with the NFL. You know what? That's why we need to fire Goodell. Goodell's an asshole, and he's the devil.
There's
But
your
anyway.
jag off, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like
he's
Goodell.
he's my jack off 365.
I miss Paul Tagliabue.
Right.
The big dog's jack off of the week was Jameson Winston for overriding his head coach and scoring a TD with Jamal Williams so he can get his incentive. Jamal Williams. That's
He had a
another guy.
one touchdown incentive. Are you
Bro, in his
Yeah.
last game, bro, it's
last
One
game, last
touchdown.
snap of the season?
Right. He had 17 the season before. Everybody was like, oh, he's going to do all kinds of stuff in New Orleans. I said, no, the fuck he ain't. He ain't got the same offensive line. What the hell you talking about? They don't do the same stuff that the Lions do.
He only got 3-4 yards of carry behind our offensive line.
Right. He was just running 1 yard runs in there. Most of the majority of his damn touchdowns were from 1 yard out. But anyway. Yeah, so that's Big Dogs. Thank you, Big Dog, for that one. What we got next there, Robbie? Who was the most surprising fired? Mike Vrabel or Pete Carroll? I got to go with Pete Carroll on this one. I didn't see that one coming for a mile. Vrabel, it was about his time to go. But Carroll, no. I don't think so. I just didn't see that one coming. What you got on that, Kevin?
I'm definitely going with Carroll. You know, they played well last year. They played well this year, but they fire him anyway. I mean, he has Geno Smith for a fucking quarterback.
I mean, Geno Smith ain't bad.
The last 2 years, he ain't bad. Look at the rest of his freaking statistics. They suck ass.
I mean, the last 2 years is how it counts, though, man. They didn't get to the playoffs this year, but because he was hurt. I mean, wasn't Geno hurt for a couple of these games this year?
But the defense sucked ass.
Yeah, the defense didn't play as well as it did.
They keep trying to go to the Legion of Boom, and that's not working no more. They do. They do got back. They brought Robbie Wagner was a high for their defense, and so was the rookie corner. So I mean, those two played pretty well.
Wow, Witherspoon.
Their defense gave up almost 400 yards a game. That's 29th in the NFL.
Yeah, that's bad. That's not a Seattle defense.
They were second worst in rush defense, giving up 138 yards a game.
Damn.
So can't really blame Petey.
Well, he's the head coach. You always blame him.
Yeah, but again, you could blame him because he's the head coach. He never really addressed the defense in any of the off seasons. They always went offense.
Well, he knew his defense sucked. That's why.
Yeah,
and I think the rush offense was terrible too. They were not even getting 100 yards a game.
The whole line is bad awful.
Yeah, I think Pete Carroll to me is surprising firing, but Vrabel should have seen that coming because they depleted his roster. So yeah, I think Pete Carroll for me too, man. Yeah, man, bless his heart, man. But hopefully he's coordinating or something, helping them out in some form or fashion.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a personal, consultant.
Oh, that's
Seattle.
what it was.
They moved him up into the room and put him into a consultant role.
They really didn't fire him; they just gave him a higher position, basically.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, I don't
fire
think
him to hire him to
I don't think Vrabel is a head coach material. I think he's more of a D coordinator.
I think he was a better head coach than any of Bill Belichick's disciples before him.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's the
even
best
after
one.
him. I think Josh McDaniels sucks. I don't think he should be a head coach.
Yeah.
We obviously know Dum Dum can't be a head coach.
Mr. I write on a laminate paper with pencil.
Yeah.
That
guy's fucking hilarious. But yeah, what you got on that Bandit? Who you thought was Pete? Yeah.
But him winning
that
the
was
Super
Bowl. He was
like he's Geno Smith and bring Geno Smith back to life. Like I thought, I didn't think he was going to go. It's a lot of retirement coaches. I mean, Hall of Fame coaches that are gone this year.
Yeah,
made me feel old.
Nick Saban. Yeah, we got him. But Vrabel. I think he was a victim of his own circumstances. Being on the Tennessee Titans, that ownership sucks too. They took away a lot of his weapons. They did a lot of downsizing on that team, and they he couldn't really do much with what he had. Tannehill, they had and then they had a quarterbacks battle. They kept drafting quarterbacks to try to fill Tannehill's position. That shit didn't work too well. I mean, Levis is a pretty good quarterback, and he should be their quarterback of the future. But damn, you got to draft two quarterbacks 2 years in a row to figure that shit out. That's just
Some
bad. That's
mayo in
bad
his
organization. That's
Right.
just, yeah, mayo in his coffee. There you go. Yeah. Most people are saying Pete Carroll. Okay. What's our next question there, Robin? Will the Lions spoil Matthew Stafford's home? This is another question that should not be asked. It's most this panel.
Well, I like to hear it. We got Lions fans, so I want to hear it. Come on.
I'm gonna go with Bandit first because he's the all the
Brucey's
time
kinda
outspoken
shy.
one.
Uh-oh.
Listen,
Don't hold back. Let it
Matthew
out.
Stafford, he did a lot for Detroit. All right, that's all. He fought injuries. He surged. You feel me? This thing, but is he? We not let. But we won't even give his wife a game. Hell no, we spoiled that. Yeah, we trying to get our playoff. He never got up. We did. Playoff. Okay.
Damn, Robbie making all the damn noise in the background.
Sorry, I had to take my medication.
No, yeah, we ain't feeling Stafford. Real Detroit Lions fans, we ain't feeling Stafford. And so when Tommy walk in now after the game, we applaud him for your season. You feel me? Because it'll be over. But during the game, no.
Day, what you got, brother?
I'm so tired of hearing about this. It's not his homecoming. It's not a
Right,
homecoming.
right.
This is our stadium. This is our playoff game. This isn't a homecoming for him. Fuck that word. But at the same time, man, I don't care anymore, man. I'm so tired. How are we gonna act with Stafford? What are we gonna do with Stafford? Who cares? Boo him, cheer him, ignore him, whatever. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I ain't concerned about that. I'm concerned about what's gonna happen on the field between the White Lions. I don't give a damn about emotions and all that. I've heard enough all week. I'm ready to play this fucking game. Get it over with.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say, yeah, we it's not a spoiling though. It's more of a statement game. You know, this ain't the same old Lions. So there's a lot of storylines in this game. But yeah, I say give Stafford make him remember this game for all the wrong reasons for him. You know, I want him to get sacked. I want him to get picked. I want him to get no love. You know what I'm saying? Like it's strictly business, man. Like he said in his interview with forgot the guy's name, but he's like he's coming here to win. So we need to have that mindset of him trying to come here and take us out the playoffs, which that's really what the storyline is. So hell no, we'll boo him. We'll do whatever we got to do, man, to win that game. So yeah, nah, this ain't no homecoming. He stays in LA now. So. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this game. So it's like it's probably like the biggest game in Ford Field history, other than the Super Bowl they hosted. This is right up there with that. This is believe it or not, this is our crowning achievement to this season, man. If we can get rid of McVay and really like just put a damper in everything, man. So yeah, this is huge.
And to me, it's I call it the full circle game. You had the trade between Goff and Stafford. Stafford went on to win a Super Bowl, something that the Rams felt that they needed to do. We started fresh with Goff. We built around him. We're at the pinnacle now where we can start winning games and start being a little bit respected in the league about being a team to be feared on. And now we have Stafford and the Rams coming in here and yeah, what Day's saying, it's not about Stafford. It's more about Goff to me than it is about Stafford. I think Goff needs 100%. to show his ass in this game and say, you know what, fuck you, Rams. You know, I'm eliminating you. You're in my house now.
Yes.
So the fuck out. So
I
see that. I just see it like that. Right, get out. What you got, Robin?
If you go by the stats, I got Detroit winning this game in a shootout. But one thing that worries me about the Lions defense is the 27th ranked pass defense.
We got a stat.
Yeah, that's the one thing that really worries me. I think the Lions win this game in a shootout fashion. About 31-24.
Okay. And what
I
you
got
got,
two
Kevin?
words for you. Iffy, motherfucker.
And
Yeah.
another thing,
Yeah.
Cam Sutton. They got Cam Sutton. I know about him. He's not that. He's not a number one cornerback.
No, he's a two.
No. Yeah. I think all Lions fans will agree with you with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I watched Cam Sutton here for 5 years. He really wasn't that good here.
He's been decent for us up to these past couple weeks, really.
He's a zone coverage cornerback.
Because they weren't able to throw to the other side of the
Jerry
field
over
because
there.
Jerry was over there.
He's only like what? He's only 5'9", and he's not a man coverage quarterback. He's a zone coverage quarterback.
He's a zone.
Well, that's why you use him as a CB2 though.
You put a big receiver on him, he's going to struggle.
Yeah,
a big fast receiver like DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
he would roast them.
He got cooked by CD.
Yep, CD cooked
yeah,
him a couple of times. Yep. Well, CD cooks a lot of people, so I'm not even putting that on him. But he just can't. He just can't. You know, he's not the quarterback that you say. I know he'll shut that side of the field down.
Right.
Even against their best pet, you know, he's just not that guy. He's just not the guy.
No, nobody games plan for Cam Sutton. No.
Well, they do now.
Yeah, it's not a good way.
they game plan just to roast them.
I wonder how they're gonna play Cam if they're gonna put him on. They're gonna put him underneath for Cup, or they're gonna put him on. I think Cup would probably be a better matchup for him. Not to say that Cup probably kill his ass there too, but at least it'd be a better matchup for him than taking on Puka, because Puka's got
so you want to put not to get off on a tangent or anything, but you want to put Vildor or Dorsey or whoever else on. Name just slipped my mind. Oh my gosh, Nakua.
Nakua, yeah.
Puka.
Nakua. Just call him
Puka Nakua.
Puka.
But the Lions, they're going to run the ball and keep that offense on the bench.
And that's where they need to win the game, because the Rams don't have a good run defense at all. And the Lions are number 3, I think, in the league right now in offensive run, 3 or 4. And Rams are like 17th against rush defense. So
and plus the Lions got the 3rd ranked offense. They're the 3rd best offense in NFL.
Yeah, well,
that's a little.
The Rams ain't too far. The Rams ain't too far from that though. They're like the 6th or the 7th.
Our numbers on offense are a little.
I'll look up the Rams
because we're efficient and we don't like beat you over the top. We dink and dunk pretty much all the way down the field. That's why we have high. Our offense looks so good. If you actually watch a whole Lions game, especially recently, our offense does not look good.
Yeah, we're
actually the Rams suck against the pass more than the run.
We're trading our pass team. Yeah, they're gonna put with the you see how the backup quarterback from Minnesota got us twice, one for 3. What was the first one? 300 yards, and then 350 plus, and then 400 the next one game. If he can do that, imagine what Stafford could do. And really, the first game, even Mullen only had one receiver really to throw it to, and that was Jefferson.
Yeah, so think about that. Addison was out.
Yeah.
I think this game's gonna be a shootout.
Kevin, what you got on it?
I agree.
It is what it is, man. I mean, it's how you guys feel. If I was looking at it, if I was a Lions fan, I wouldn't give a shit about him coming back. But, after the game's all said and done, I'm still going to be excited about what he does with the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Respect what he did for my team and, leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't hate the guy.
Respect him and respect his game, like his game. But when it comes down to it's rather us or him. It's always going to be us. Fuck him.
I think what it is. I had this when I was an Elway fan. I was an Elway fan until they played the Lions. Then fuck Elway. So, that's the same feeling I have with Matt Stafford. I like the guy. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But when you come here, Doc, I immediately admonish all them feelings and say, "Fuck that, get your ass out of here."
All bets are
I
off.
grew up watching Thurman Thomas.
Fuck you,
Thurman
Matt.
Thomas was my favorite running back to watch. I sat there and watched him go to Miami. Like fuck him, but I still love the guy for what he did. But fuck him for going to Miami. It's like a double fuck you.
We're going to be coming up to that part there in a little while about who's winning games. We got a segment on that. Yeah. BS. Okay, what we got next there? How far can Lamar take the Ravens this postseason?
Super Bowl.
Okay, who said Super Bowl? All right, go ahead and bet it. You can take it to the Super Bowl, huh?
The way that offense and that defense been playing, man, they can get to the Super Bowl, man. Like, he got the weapons around him now. Like, he ain't relying on his feet. I mean, he still can't run, but he looking to pass for. Lamar look dangerous right now. You see what they've been doing to the top ranked teams this year? Look what he did to Detroit. Like,
they just beat San Francisco too.
Bro, dog, like, they look dangerous, bro. Like, I think he can get them to the Super Bowl. Lamar, man, yeah. That's the MVP of this year, man. He can get it to the Super Bowl, man, for real.
Okay. All right. Robbie, since you are...
Let's not beat around the bush here, okay? The real MVP of that team is the defense.
That's true.
Against the Niners, Lamar threw 2 touchdowns. The defense set him up. Set up the team to win, to score more points on them. But you take Lamar's 2 touchdowns away, which the defense set up. That game is tied at 19-19? They won 33-19. So if the defense didn't set the 2 touchdowns up, it would have been a tie game. So that team can go as far as the defense can take them. That's a real dominant defense. And if they don't replicate 2019, Lamar will turn the ball over. I said they got a good shot to go to Super Bowl. Remember, in 2019 they were dominant, and then they choked against the Titans in the divisional round of the playoffs.
They were dominant last year, and then Lamar got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a very good team, but that defense their defense is very wicked.
There you go. What you got over there, Monkey?
Is it possible they go to the Super Bowl? Yeah. But it better not be the same Lamar that it has been in the playoffs.
Was that Titan game, by the way, when they played the Titans, was that in Baltimore or was that in Tennessee? Oh, it was in Tennessee. That's right.
No,
because
it was
Tennessee,
in Baltimore.
That was in Baltimore? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Baltimore was number 1 seed. Remember Lamar won
last
the MVP?
year Tennessee had one of the best record in the AFC, and they got put out in the first round.
Yeah, 2019.
That's where I would have fired Vrabel right there.
They lost. That's when they lost Tannehill. It was either Malik Willis or Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
That Titans game, he turned Earl Thomas into a lead blocker. Derrick Henry. How you gonna do that? You gotta turn the safety around and make him block his own teammates for you.
That was filthy.
Yeah.
So, Rumba, do you think Lamar can take him to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I agree with all these guys, man. Again, to Rob's point, man, no, this defense doesn't get enough credit either, man. Putting Lamar in key positions to where it's like a 1-play touchdown. They're putting them on their side of the 50. That's pretty good as far as your defense doing that, whether it be takeaways, whatever. If you're on the side of the 50, those drives aren't as long. But yeah, man, I believe Super Bowl. Absolutely.
They made Brock Purdy throw 5 interceptions that game, right?
Yep.
Does anybody think that resting their players for 2 weeks was a bad idea?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 weeks is too long. 1 week is fine. 2 weeks is too long.
Especially offensively.
Yep.
I think the defense will be fine.
I think that's going to play a big factor in their first game there, and we're going to see if that how bad it really comes down to, depending on who they're playing.
Offensively, that's bad for 2 weeks. Offensively, I think.
And Day, you think Lamar can take the Ravens far in the postseason?
To the AFC Championship. That's it. I don't have the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
I think what benefits Baltimore here in this, they play really good at home. They play really good at home. And they mollywopped a lot of people at home as well. So the Lions being one of them. So, I mean, as long as they're playing at home and the defense is playing well, I don't know if it's just how far Lamar can take them. It's how far the whole team can take Lamar, basically, I feel. Lamar will probably win the MVP, but he doesn't deserve to have the MVP only because he didn't put up MVP stats, okay? This is the problem with this league and MVP. Okay, MVP is supposed to go to the player. MVP goes to the most dominant offensive player who's doing the most for your team, and it should have been either Tyreek Hill or Christian McCaffrey because they are like 75 to 85% of their offense.
True.
Lamar's not that. So I'm not saying Lamar didn't play bad. Lamar had a really good season. He did. But I don't think it was an MVP season if you're looking at the fact that they ran the ball effectively and they're playing really good defense. Those things helped him. So when you have help, MVP.
They're going off the fact that wins are a quarterback stat.
Yeah. You know how I feel about that dumb shit.
That's why I had to say it.
All right, what's our next one there, Rob? Will A.J. Brown be in Philadelphia next year? This is going off his diva-ness in the last few weeks. Let me give that one to Monkey.
No, he will not be back. He said as much as it has to be rather him or Jalen Hurts that has to go.
Oh shit! He really said that.
Right there. Yeah, he said that.
For real? Holy shit!
He got some know that.
Does anybody know what his dead cap money is? The situation is? Would they trade him?
I don't know. How much did they sign him for? Didn't they say sign him for 2 years? Or was it 3?
I really don't know.
Done.
I know what they should do.
I know you're going to see Raven fans up in the comments. Hey, come to Baltimore. They want everybody.
Right.
Or Chief fans.
What you got in this Day? What you think about this?
Well, up till what I just heard, I would have said, yeah, he'd be back. But after him saying that, I think he's gone. He probably has a smaller dead cap number than if you were to get rid of Jalen Hurts. So
I mean, he wiped all his, Eagle shit off his social media platforms and whatnot, but he's a diva, and divas do that anyway.
All receivers are divas. It just takes low production games to bring out the diva.
No. See, you just say that because you're used to having divas for wide receivers.
Every wide receiver's a diva. They just don't. Not all of them just don't show it.
Every Pittsburgh wide receiver.
Calvin Johnson.
Not every Pittsburgh. Hans Ward wasn't a diva.
No, he wasn't.
That's true.
What you got in this situation?
I don't think. Yeah, AJ has been very vocal, and we know how it is now. Social media. Once you start putting stuff on social media, and man, that's a no for me, dog. I don't think he's going back next year.
Is the devil.
Yeah, he's airing out his grievances on social media like that, talking about his QB. Yeah, he's done.
I think Jalen Hurts put that on himself, though. He was being a divish, before A.J. Brown started with this crap. Talk about that. It's not his fault. It's the rest of the team's fault for not playing well. That's the reason why they're not playing well. Dude, you're the quarterback. If you're a leader and you say some shit like that to the rest of the team, or the team gets wind of that, then what kind of person are you? What kind of leader are you? I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you from my perspective. I think Philadelphia should let Jalen Hurts go. I do. And I keep A.J. Brown. Now, I know Mariota's not the answer. So they would have to get another quarterback. But
yeah, he's not the question either, man.
That Philadelphia organization has ways to work trades where they can get a number 1 pick and they can get a quarterback if they're going to do that. But I think Jalen Hurts is shooting himself in the foot. He's getting hurt. He didn't play at all well effectively this year. And then he goes off at the mouth. So,
Yeesh. If they're going to get rid of A.J. Brown, it has to be this year, because if they hold on to him next year, he has a $26 million dead cap hit.
There you go.
Shit.
And if they hold him to 2026, I don't know how accurate this is. It says $41 million cap hit if they hold him to 2027.
Oh man.
Time. What about AJ? What about Jalen Hurts? What's his cap hit?
Jalen Hurts, should I have to look him
They
up?
let him go.
He just got paid, so his is probably
You are not.
high. Yeah, you're not getting rid of Jalen Hurts. He just got paid. How much?
Hurts. A franchise quarterback? How easy is it to get one of those?
So if they're going to get rid of,
Is he really though? Is he really
Yeah.
a franchise quarterback though?
if I had a pick,
Or is it just
I'm
the best quarterback they got?
I'm getting rid of AJ Brown. If I had a pick,
He was the man last year.
Or I'll look up Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he played well last year. He did.
Super Bowl slump.
But
They lost.
I don't
Super
know
Bowl.
what-
They're not expected to go back anyway.
yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I get you, Neil.
No, but I
I
got
thought they were though halfway through the year though.
he ain't gonna be there at the next year.
Yeah, I would. Me being practical like that, I would probably get rid of the person that's
Yeah, they're
causing
not
the
getting.
turmoil in the place.
I just looked up Jalen Hurts. They're not getting rid of him. No way.
Did they just sign him, or is he getting
I
signed?
think
Yeah,
He just signed this year to a $255 million contract.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
So
did,
if they got rid of him,
Yeah, they ain't gonna
he's
get rid of him.
his
Despite-
2020 he'll be 21 million if they got rid of him. If they hold on to him the next year, it's 31 million, and the next year after that is $45 million in dead cap money.
So he's actually got less dead cap money than AJ does.
Yeah,
Did you
but
say AJ's
he's signed,
26.
and his last year of his contract, he
Oh,
$54
that's right,
million
because they would
dead
have
cap.
to pay the rest of that after he left. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
it
they ain't
would
gonna
be
get rid of him.
it would be cheaper to get rid of AJ Brown.
They ain't getting rid of him. All right. Okay, what we got next there, Rob? So we had this conversation a little earlier. We'll make it official here. Will the Chiefs get dethroned by the Dolphins? I want to say I'm gonna give this one to Kevin because he's a Dolphin hater. So
even without being a Dolphin hater, the Dolphins do not play well under any temperatures below 40 degrees. They suck ass. They lose. That's what Miami does.
so that's a no to you then, huh?
But with all them having they also have a shit ton of injuries to a lot of key players. And it's an Arrowhead. I mean, they can run the ball, and that's probably going to be the game plan for both teams for the most part. But I just don't. I don't see it happening. The Dolphins are on a downward spiral, so, and I don't think it's going to be no blowout either.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
I think it's going to be like a 7-point game.
Rumble, what you got?
Yeah, I don't think Dolphins is going to be the team to do it. Again, they're playing outside of Arrowhead. To Kevin's point, man, real life Dolphins can't survive in that kind of weather. So, let alone. So I don't think they get them this year. But yeah, I think the Chiefs are. I think they're one of those teams where it's like, man, you can tell it's like, is it the tail end of their legacy? They're getting teams are starting to give them a fight for the money. Yeah. So yeah, no, it won't be the Dolphins.
Day.
Yeah, I think Miami can beat the Chiefs. Speed travels whether it's hot or cold.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got some speedy backs back there. Mostert's one of the fastest guys in the league. A-Chain's one of the fastest guys in the league. They can figure out how to get Tyreek the ball without having to necessarily throw it to him. He's a weapon.
Waddle.
He said he did the
That
waddle.
offense, it's all based on how Tua will play. If they got to throw the ball, then yeah, I think Miami can beat 100%.
What you got, Bandit?
Yeah, I got the Dolphins winning this game. Like Danny said, speed kill, and they got some speedy guys over there. The weather gonna be a factor, but speed kills. So I got the Dolphins winning.
What you got there, Yenser?
You got Waddle, Hill, and A-Chain and in most of their plays. Chiefs got no wide receivers. They got Kelsey. That's it. I have no faith in Tony or what's that dude's name? MVS or whatever.
Yeah, the old Packers receiver.
MVS.
Yeah, I don't get no faith. I don't get no faith in them two stone hands. So unless they got some stick 'em, they ain't happening.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
This is going to be a one-score game.
Just to keep in mind, though, Kansas City has been playing pretty good defense. So you got to give them that. I think that's been keeping them in a lot of games while their receivers been dropping balls. And then Pacquiao, he's another guy that can change the game. Pachenko.
You know,
he's another guy that can run the ball. Yeah.
I agree with Kevin. I think it's going to be a one-score game.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a close game. I don't think there's going to be no blowout either way.
No.
What you got next there, Robbie? Oh, yeah. So these are the free agents that are well, one of them's a free agent. The other one I don't know about Justin Fields. But where do you see Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Justin Fields, and Russell Wilson next year? Rumble.
I think Saquon resigns. I think Derrick Henry. I think he's going somewhere. I think he might end up on like jeez, man. I think he might end up on a team like if they have the money, the Raiders. And I feel like Justin Fields goes that way too. And then Russell, man, that's a. I don't know. I don't know where I see Russell next year. Maybe. Golly, man, he might be in NFC North, man. He might be Chicago bound. If they're really
Chicago.
Yeah. he might end up in Chicago. But yeah, that's kind of where I see all those guys going.
Robbie, what you got, brother?
If Chicago was smart, they will keep Justin Fields and build around him. I think he had a decent season at the end there. Saquon, I think he stays put. I can see Derrick Henry going to Baltimore because they do love running backs. And Russell Wilson, I think he goes to Washington.
Don't have no belief in Sam Howell, huh? Okay.
No, it's Washington. They instead of building around a young quarterback, they're just gonna go get one that's already experienced. But I would build around Sam Howell. I actually thought get him a better offensive line.
Yeah, I think I'd help him. He did pretty well without an offensive line. Just imagine what he can do with an offensive line. But Day, what you got, bro?
I say, I would keep Fields in Chicago, build around him. But if he does get moved, he'll be in Atlanta.
I said that same thing.
Man, they got him coming here. Every report I see, they're coming to Pittsburgh.
We got Russell Wilson going there too.
No. Hell no. I don't want Russell Wilson. Go young. Get a young quarterback. I'd rather have Kenny Pickett.
Damn.
Right. Damn. So, Bandit, you think Justin Fields is going to go to Atlanta? What about Russell Wilson?
Yeah, I think Russell Wilson.
I can't think of a single team where he would go.
Chicago.
Yeah, because if they had to replace Justin Fields, I think Russell Wilson would be the replacement. Yeah.
So you don't think they would draft one at that point then?
No. I think they go wide receiver then offensive line in the draft.
That's what they need to do.
They're not going to trade away their fucking quarterback and then not draft him. There's no way. If they do that, that's the Bears. That's a typical Bears move.
I can see them trading for one, bro. Trade Justin Fields and get Russell Wilson, and that Russell Wilson played all right this year.
You got to remember something too. Is Chicago has plenty of
Chicago has-
salary cap
So
too, so they could sign Russell Wilson for like a year contract. You know, kind of just to see how you do for a year before we sign you to another long-term thing, and then build around him. And then draft a quarterback maybe 2 or 3 years down the road once they have an established offensive line, because that's really what they need. They get an offensive line, they'll be okay. They don't have an offensive line. That's why Fields is running for his life half the time. So, yeah.
Saquon Barkley signing with the Cowboys.
Oh, you think you're gonna sign with the Cowboys?
I can sign with that's some Jerry Jones shit right there. He gonna throw the bag at him.
Not Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, I can see him in Oakland. We're down there with
but they got Jerry Jacobs.
You said Oakland, Vegas?
Oh, Oakland. Oh, Vegas. Well, they got Jerry Jacobs, don't they? So they don't really
Josh
need
Jacobs,
him.
man. Respect Josh Jacobs. Don't ever call him Jerry Jacobs. That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. I'm sorry there, Josh. Anyway, yeah. So they got Josh Jacobs there. Why would they need Derrick Henry?
Yeah, he ain't really did much this year. Well, after he got rid of the coach he had, but I don't know. Or I don't know.
I do like the Derrick Henry to Baltimore. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, Baltimore loves signing the running backs.
Yep.
Yeah, the less pressure you take. I mean, Derrick Henry, he can run through people too. That's better than any of the running backs that they got right now. Lamar would have a field day.
Hey, but then again, he will go to Baltimore and be a number 2 running back.
Yeah, because they running back now.
Robbie.
Come on,
no, he's saying that Lamar.
Everybody know who the number 1 running back is. That's Lamar. He's a running back.
I do believe he's leading the team in rushing yards again.
Yeah,
that's not surprising.
Yeah,
I'm just playing, but Lamar is a running back.
I'm just playing, but Lamar's on. What you got? What you got, Monkey?
Saquon is probably gonna get franchise tagged again. He came out and said, if you're gonna franchise tag me early. Don't wait till the last minute to do so. Derrick Henry, probably the best fit would be Baltimore, as much as I really would not want to see that.
Maybe he goes to Buffalo.
No, he won't. We don't have that money, and we don't need him. Justin Fields is staying in Chicago. They're not going to draft Williams. Williams flat out said he didn't want nothing to do with Chicago. He refuses to be drafted by fucking Chicago. So I really don't think Justin Fields is going to go anywhere. I think they're going to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. there and work on the O-line to protect his ass, and so he doesn't have to run around with a chicken with a head cut off. Russell Wilson, I can see going to Washington, and not so much as be taking Howe's spot, but for some veteran leadership and maybe to light a fire under his ass to make him play better. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep Justin Fields in Chicago because they just re-signed Eberfuck over there. So I think he wants to continue on with Justin Fields. And Russell Wilson, he could go to Atlanta. What the fuck else they got to lose? They got no quarterbacks over there right now. So, I mean, nobody's playing up to where they're supposed to be playing up there in Atlanta. It kind of wasted their offense. Yeah, so I don't know about Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry sounds like I'm going to go ride with y'all going to Baltimore. And Saquon going to Dallas. That would be interesting. That would be an interesting trade there. That might make Dallas a lot better than they are right now offensively. And you take a lot more pressure off of Dak. Dak don't have to be, Captain Save-A-Ho. So, anyway.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
There we go.
I don't want to play the Cowboys again just for that.
Right.
Date them girls.
Right. Cowkins. Anyway, go ahead, Robbie. What's your next one? Okay, a lot of coaches went under the axe this week. Belichick, Vrabel. Harbaugh didn't go under the axe, but he's one of those coaches that are out there. And Pierce, where will they end up at? Will they even be coaching the team in 2024? I mean, Harbaugh, he's talking to the Chargers right now, and we're talking about John's other brother, Jim, Michigan Wolverines national championship coach, may I add. But anyway,
I knew that was going to get snuck in there.
But he's talking to the Chargers organization, so I see that so far. Belichick, what do you think about Belichick? Anybody got odds on Belichick?
I think he's done, man.
He's done.
Doesn't Tom Brady work with the Raiders?
Yeah.
He can go to Las Vegas.
Bro, they're not going to bring another Patriots guy in there.
I saw somewhere.
They just got Brady in there.
Max Crosby said if they don't end up signing Pierce, that he don't want to play for that team. So Pierce has that locker room. I think Antonio Pierce has that locker room, and it'd be crazy if they didn't re-sign that guy.
Pierce should get the job.
Yeah,
Pierce definitely should get the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won 4 out of their last 5 when he was the coach or something like that.
And they beat Kansas City to death.
Yeah,
and then there was another. They had another high quality win too. They beat somebody. So I would keep Pierce. I don't know what the Raiders are doing. If they do Raiders shit and they let him go, man, I'm gonna be mad as hell because you let that guy coach. And the players are playing for him. You always keep a coach that the players are going to play for. That's how you get the most out of them.
I can see Vrabel going to Atlanta.
Well, wouldn't that be just like? Didn't they have? Wasn't Arthur Smith the coach of the Titans before?
Yeah.
Was he?
I was going to see if anybody else was going to say that.
Head coach? I thought he was an assistant.
There's been rumors of Belichick to Atlanta.
Yeah, I heard that too because Belichick's got a real good following with the Atlanta organization.
Belichick's like
be a coach though.
I don't think he comes back as a coach. I think he is going to work the office. I don't think he comes back as a head coach.
If he comes back as a coach in any form, I think it's a defensive coordinator. I don't see him going to. I can't see him going to Atlanta and coaching.
Coach again.
He goes back to Cleveland.
I don't think Belichick.
After Stefanski wins Coach of the Year, he gets fired. And they bring in Belichick. That's the organization saying, "Fuck you, fans."
Is Hardball going? Is Hardball going to the NFL? Or is he staying in Michigan?
He's testing the waters right now. That's what he's doing. He's talking to the some of these teams that need a head coach and see what he can get out of the whole situation. It's kind of like what he did last year, if you think about it. Because he did the same thing last year. He tested the waters. In fact, he talked to Chicago for them to be their head coach. Thank God he didn't.
Man, he should stay in Michigan.
Pete Carroll. I can see him pulling up Pete Carroll. With the investigation that's coming, just leave before they get a ruling and punish him. I can see him pulling up Pete Carroll.
Yeah, that could help him. Yeah, that'd probably be one move he makes.
Yeah,
but
Michigan.
I was messing with the fellas about Belichick. I said, Belichick has ties in Michigan. He could be Michigan's defensive coordinator if our defensive coordinator and our offensive coordinator get swooped up. He could be our defensive coordinator.
Wow.
Come back where it started. But yeah, I don't know. For Vrabel, I don't really care about. He's going to go somewhere.
If he stays in Michigan, he has more job security. I don't know. If I was him, I would stay in Michigan. Jim Harbaugh.
Well, to the point that Bandit made, he is under investigation for a lot of shit going on there, and not necessarily. Maybe he does know, maybe he don't know. Who knows with Jim? But I'd rather probably do what he said. Just go to an NFL team, find a coaching position, so I'm not put under that spotlight in college football. Because then you're just adding more fuel to the fire, and Michigan don't need that right now. And they just won a national championship. Leave them alone.
It'll probably be vacated.
Go to another coach. Yeah, probably.
Vrabel to Washington.
A lot of fans want Schwartz promoted. See, this is the other thing too. What's his name for Cleveland? What's his name?
Stefanski.
Stefanski.
The only thing I don't like him being part of Coach of the Year, yeah, so he had five quarterbacks. Okay, all right. But that team didn't turn around until Jim Schwartz got that defense. Once that defense started working well for the Cleveland Browns, they started winning a lot of games. And then the running game they always had a running game, and they always had a decent offensive line. So I don't – this is why I don't buy into Stefanski getting MVP. I don't see that. I think that – or Coach of the Year. I don't see that. I think I would rather give that to D'Amico Ryans because nobody expected Houston to even be in the position that they – besides winning the division, they're in a playoff game. Who the fuck saw that? Nobody. But, yeah. Okay, what we got next there, Rob? Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad. Will Andy Reid retire? He has been talking about it. He has been talking about it, though, more than a little bit this year.
Really?
Maybe he's thinking about jumping ship before it goes down.
And I'm hoping I'm hoping he don't retire because I don't want to see no more of them stupid ass Burger King commercials.
I'm gonna say no. I think he's got he's got I think Kansas City is going to be relevant a few more seasons in the AFC. So I think he's going to stick around.
All right. What about you, Bandit? You think he's going to stay?
Yeah, he's going to stay. I see him here for another 2 years. He's going to ride this train or Kansas City ship when we're home. So yeah, I see him.
And Kevin, who you got, man? You think he's going to stay?
The only reason why I could see him retiring is if he's having health issues, because if you guys haven't noticed, he's getting on the bigger side. I don't know if his heart can handle being on this side, being on that sideline and handling all that excitement.
It's not funny, but it's funny at the same time.
It is. Yeah.
Cheeseburger diet, that helps you.
Yeah.
What about you, Day? What you got going for Andy Reid?
No. I think he gives it a go another year.
Even if
Patrick Mahomes,
say they lose to Miami, you think he's going to stay another year? Just hypothetically.
Yeah.
Robbie,
ride with Pat Mahomes for as long as your body will let you.
I know.
Nah, Reid ain't retiring. He'll stay another year or two.
All right. Well, that satisfies everybody's curiosity. I just heard a lot more rumors than I heard last year about him retiring. He said he was going to quit at the end of the year, just more than I heard than the last couple of years. So that's why.
If he don't retire, he better get that team some receivers.
Hey, Strilla, I got to go, man. Hey, you having me on the show, man.
No problem at all, man.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for being on, man. Thanks for being on. I really appreciate that.
All right, Bandit.
Yeah, it's been interesting having all these Lions fans on here.
Yeah, we got different points of view, don't we?
This is the most Lions fans I've seen all at once.
I see Lions fans all the time. There's actually a decent amount that live here in Pittsburgh.
Well, Pittsburgh's not that far from Detroit, so
Yesterday I went shopping. I seen like maybe 5 or 6 Detroit Lion fans.
Oh wow!
They were like a whole group of them. They're actually good. The only fans I can't tolerate are Eagle fans. They're ignorant as hell.
All right. So what's our next thing there?
We got the till the tape.
All right. So let me bring that up real quick here. All right, go for it, Derek. Evan, this is your baby.
All right, so the biggest thing about this game is with the weather, it's going to end up being a rushing game. So if you look at the rushing, I mean, the rankings are quite a big difference, but the yardage isn't. So that's why I think it's going to be a close game, but I still think the Bills are going to squeak it out, being that it is at home. And our running offense is just as good as the Pittsburgh offense, running offense is. So I don't see why not the Bills cannot win this and pull that off.
All right, what's your prediction for the game? Did he freeze on us? He froze on us. What's your prediction on the game, Kevin?
Oh, I think the Bills are going to win. I think it's going to be close. Within probably a 3-point game. I think it is insulting that they gave the Bills a +10 or a -10 for the points. The only thing I think of is because of TJ Watt being out. It's going to play a big role in it.
Okay, now Robbie, what you got? Who do you think is going to win this game?
Of course, I got to go with Steelers there, man.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-point win. I think it's gonna be a 3-point win for either scenario. You know, whoever can run the ball more effectively is gonna win this game. The weather is gonna make the passing game for both teams non-existent.
The wind ain't supposed to be as bad. I was just checking the weather. It's only supposed to be like 10 to 20 miles an hour wind gusts.
Yeah, but that's not good. You know.
That's a lot better than what's going on. Yeah, that's a lot what's supposed to be going on Sunday. We're talking 40 to 60 mile an hour gusts.
This is gonna be a run heavy team. Both offenses got good run games.
13-10. That's kind of a low scoring game. What you got, Rumble?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Kevin on this one. I think the Bills Mafia at home is going to be a little too much. That's going to be the edge. And again, I'm with Yinzer. I think it's going to be a closer game than what we think. But yeah, I'm thinking 3. I don't think it's going to be a 10-point win. I would think it's going to be a single digit. But yeah, you always get a good Tomlin team this time of year, man. They're always tough to play. I just think the Bills have a few more tools than the Steelers do. So yeah, I'm gonna go 21-17. Bills.
Okay. What you got, Day?
Bills blow out the Steelers, bro.
Whoa.
Like 31-14. Sorry, man. Pittsburgh's not that good. Like they backed into the playoffs here. And Buffalo's coming in hot. 5 games in a row. Came back, won the division. I would not want to play Buffalo right now. They are too hot. I think they just, big time blowout.
Okay. Ruffle a few feathers there. They were at, by the way, Kevin, they were at 9. But then when they moved the game back on Monday and went back up to 10.
10.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah. It was down to 9. I'm with everybody except for Day on this. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be kind of close. 3 to 7 points to me is close. Maybe even 6 points. But I still see Buffalo winning because it's in Buffalo. They're going to have that crowd behind them, especially after they get an extra day. And an extra day to prepare. Both teams get an extra day to prepare, but I think Buffalo will be better off with that extra day.
Don't forget that
shoveling some snow.
Don't forget Minka Fitzpatrick's coming back this week. Him and KZ.
KZ, yeah. That's a good. That's a plus. That's a plus for Pittsburgh.
And they're right at the. You know, TJ Watt's out, but they're deep in that position. They got Marcus Golden, Nick Herberg, and
what's the other end's name?
Highsmith.
Yeah,
Highsmith.
But he's the left.
Right.
They got Nick Herberg. He's this is a game for him to make his mark. He's a young rookie coming up. TJ Watt coached him up. He'll be all right. I think he'll be good to go.
It'll be an interesting game.
It's gonna
capitalize on running onto the outside.
It's gonna be a close game, and if the winds ain't so bad, don't forget about George Pickens.
Don't forget you got Mason Rudolph throwing on the ball.
Mason Rudolph is not throwing any exceptions, and we're on a 3-game winning streak. Like,
No,
we're
who
coming up.
games?
Yins won 5 games. We're on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, when I said y'all backed into the playoffs, I couldn't have been more wrong. I
Hey, you
still
get
think
in the playoffs. You get in the
still
playoffs
think
any way you can.
There's our Cowboys fan.
Dante, this podcast is for people with football intelligence. You can exit. Okay, you're
I mean,
football.
he's
you're
not
early-
lying though, because Dante he's a fan. You know, he's always the Cowboys fan. I give him that much.
Hey,
But
if he can say anything other than
past
"we them
that-
boys," I'll give it to him. But
And
Right.
5.
hey, you
Yeah,
guys Dante. Hey Dante, what's this dude's
It's
number?
5.
We them boys.
Mhm.
We them boys. Whack
Yeah,
Prescott's
you already had
trash.
that.
Playoff time's coming.
All right, what we got next there, Robbie?
And you ain't done shit since '96. Take a seat.
All right, we got JK player zone coverage of the week here. Yeah, those are picked by our panel, during the week. Who we feel should be player of the week besides the actual players of the week. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I
if
went
I-
straight home around that pick too.
If I ever
Yeah,
pick a
yeah.
Cowboys player, I'll make sure to label it "Date 'em girls."
I picked Dak Prescott earlier on in the season.
yeah, I did too. Yeah, I think I picked a couple Dallas
And
Cowboys.
yeah, I think Micah Parsons was.
I'm
another
not
one.
biased when it
Or
comes
no,
to
CeeDee
football. I
Lamb.
just don't like Dallas, but that's the point.
I just don't like their fans.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna have a quick pick'ems playoff edition here. Just give everybody's score for these games. We already talked about Pittsburgh and Buffalo, so we'll push them to the side. Cleveland and Houston. What's your score predictions? Rumble.
Man, I'm gonna go 30-24. I think CJ did. I think Cleveland's just too much for CJ. So
Day.
21-14 Houston.
Okay. Kevin.
24-17 Houston.
Okay. Robbie.
I'm gonna go 35-21 Cleveland.
All right.
Flacco balling.
I still got Cleveland winning this game, probably by about 3 points. It might be like a 22-20 game or something like that. I just think that there's too much experience on Cleveland, and it's in Cleveland. CJ Stroud will show his ass.
It's in
CJ
Houston.
Stroud,
Houston.
Houston. Is it right here?
Houston won the
Yeah,
division. Yeah, Houston won their division.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, regardless, it is a 1 point. I think it is a point and a half for Cleveland in that whole situation. So, I think they're still going to show up. I think I don't think CJ Stroud's going to play his game though. I'll give CJ Stroud all his props. He can play that game, but they're just going to lose in the end. Next game will be Miami at Kansas City. Who you got?
Oh
Robbie.
man, I got
I'm sorry,
I got
Rumble.
Kansas City. I'm sorry. I got Kansas City. Again, they're outdoors. Dolphins don't survive in 40-degree water, let alone weather. Yeah, I think Kansas City wins. I'm gonna go 28-24.
What you got, Robbie?
Dolphins 21-14.
Day.
Dolphins 31-28.
Kevin.
20-17 Chiefs.
I got Miami 17-10. Because as Bandit said
like that.
before, speed kills.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a cold day there. For all the football players, this is not going to be regulated just to Miami. People think Miami is because they're coming from Miami that's going to be a problem. But these football players come from all over the country, from colleges that they play in cold weather situations. So you got to be used to it. That's what it's up. Next game, Packers at Dallas. What you got, Rumble?
Vikings fan, they exist.
I'm gonna go, man. As much as it pains, I'm gonna go Packers, man. I think they got enough to, I think Detroit gave everyone a blueprint of how to play Dallas at home, and if it's close, like 3 or 4 quarters, if it's super close, I think Packers front seven will give Dak and them fits. Like you said, they really don't have a running game, so I'm gonna go Packers again. It's gonna be, I'll go 28-24 with this one too. I think it's going to be one of them type of games right there.
Okay, Robbie, what you got?
Well, we're on Packers and Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 31-21 Dallas.
Okay. All right. Day. You said a blowout, didn't you? Said Day.
No.
No. Oh, yes, right. You want Green Bay to win, yeah.
I want Green Bay to win, but if I'm picking it, Dallas, 27-10.
27-10. Okay, Kevin.
Man, I don't want to say Dallas. I really don't want to.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
pain me to pick
Cowboys,
Dallas.
Yeah, I think so.
21-10.
I'm picking Green Bay in this 21-20. I think that'd be appropriate at game because they screwed us out of 21 points.
I'm gonna be quite honest. I hate both these teams.
I do too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do
You ain't the
too,
only one.
There is
If
no
they could
winner in
tie,
this game.
if they can eliminate each other out of playoffs, that would be great. But it don't happen that way. All right. So Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Who you got, Rumble?
Yeah, I don't see why people are giving Philly crap. I think Philly handles Baker. I really do. I think they get their act together. We got to remember Baker's their QB in Dallas, or I mean in Tampa, and they got some decent secondary in Philly. So I'm going to give Philly the edge again. I think this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be a blowout because Baker's going to have to do too much too quick. I think the deficit's going to be too high. So I'm going to go 34-14 Philly.
Ooh. Robbie, what you got?
I got Tampa and Bay winning this 20-10.
Day.
Philly 24-14.
Monkey.
Tampa Bay, 27-21.
That was my score, man. I have Tampa Bay 27-21 as well. All right. So the last game, because we already talked about Pittsburgh and Buffalo, is the Los Angeles Rams at the Detroit Lions. Who you got, Rumble?
I like that at Detroit.
Ford Field Fanatics. I'm gonna go Lions, and it's gonna be a butt whooping on Matt Stafford. I think we put up 38 against them, and I think our defense holds them to 14.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Whoa,
no fly zone. Stafford's got to throw 45 times, man. Stafford's throwing 45 times. I think our secondary gets a couple of picks, and we capitalize on them.
Man, look, I love my team, but I don't want Stafford throwing 45 times on us. Eventually, he's going to get us. He's going to get us, bro. We've seen that shit for 12 years, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get he's the enemy, but
with a broken collarbone.
I'm taking it as because they don't really have a run game, so we just have to.
Oh, they got a run game. It's a thing. We can stop the run game. I'm not even worried about the run
that's
game.
What I'm
they
saying.
got a run game.
If we have to, if he has to pass the ball 45 times, I kind of like our option. I kind of like our. We got guys back there who are ball hawks. I think they'll be all right. I think this is their coming out party. Especially they don't want Stafford throwing touchdowns. This is what I'm trying to get at. So they're going to be trying to stop the pass. So, what did I say the score was again? 38.
38-14.
Yep.
What you got, Robbie?
High scoring game. Detroit wins 31-24.
Day.
I got a high scoring game, so I got 41-38. Lions.
Ooh,
That's
Dante
close,
said
man.
Yins are losing bad.
And just worry about your Cowboys.
Yeah,
Well, they
just
don't
worry
lose.
about the Packers, bro.
Kevin, what you got, brother?
Rams. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
No,
My team
I
lost.
think
I said
the
y'all was
Lions are
gonna blow. I picked your team to blow out Pittsburgh, and then you're gonna say my team's gonna lose. Come on, man.
It is going to be a
They
high scoring
the
game,
girls.
though. Because the thing that does worry me is the Lions' pass defense, like we all were talking about earlier. And with Nakua and Cup, they're bound to eat. But with your running game, if you guys play smart and you can keep them off the field, they can't score then, can they?
That's true.
So
that's what I've been saying.
I think it's going to be like a 40-35, 40-34, 35, somewhere around there. I think it's going to be the highest scoring game of the weekend. I can tell you that much.
What's the? I'm gonna look at the over under for that.
They're a 3-point favorite at home.
Oh,
I got the Lions winning this game 38-28, and what's going to happen is they're going to establish the run early. I think the Lions are really going to make an effort to establish the run early, and what's going to set up the play action pass, and that's when Goff's going to start going off. And then basically what's going to happen is Stafford's going to make his little comeback in the end, and it's going to fall short.
Yeah, y'all definitely can't go one-dimensional.
It's part of the script.
The over under for that game is 51.5.
That's
skull
51.
51.5. Yeah.
It's going to be higher than that. Shit. Yeah. I'm taking the Lions by 10. I think that's exactly how that's going to set up. Like I said, run the ball, play action. They're going to get ahead of Stafford and company, and then Stafford's going to try to make his little comeback like Stafford does, and it's just going to fall short. We're going to get a pick in the end of the game to really just stab that away.
Bro, if we get a pick to seal the game, the roof might literally blow off Ford Field. Like, no joke, bro. Those fans are going to explode, bro.
Yeah.
That's another element of this game people aren't talking about, how loud this is going to be. This isn't a dome, so that sound's going to stay in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Minnesota. Kansas City's real loud, but they're outside. Seattle's real loud, but they're outside.
Look at that ridiculous shit.
Okay.
Oh, bro, what are we doing here?
I don't know, man.
Oh, shit. Did Dante really say that?
Yeah, 38-6, yeah.
Yeah, man, give me some of that shit you smoking.
Hey, Dante, wasn't that the score that the Lions beat the Dallas Cowboys when we played them in the playoff game in 91? Okay. You still got flashbacks of that. Okay.
I mean, he does like to go back to...
He might not be old enough.
Yeah.
Oh, he's old enough. He's old enough.
Yeah, he's old.
It wouldn't make a difference if he was old enough anyway. But that's a whole different story. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this show up. Give you a final thought. I do thank everybody that was on here. Of course, my co-hosts, they're always here. Thank you guys for backup. Rumble, nice to have you on here.
Yeah,
as
man.
Always.
Yeah, man.
And Day, man, I've been wanting to get you on here for the longest time, man. We'll set up a better communication so you can be on here more often. And also, Bandit. What's that? What a day to pick.
What a day to pick. Yep.
Yeah. And then Bandit.
Playoffs.
Yeah,
it's playoff time, baby. It's playoffs.
Playoffs.
Kidding me?
Playoffs?
Right. These are like, now we're bringing up old shit. But you keep bringing up 5. See, that's what I'm talking about.
No, watch this. Ready? 6.
Say it. There you go.
Right. 6.
Dante 6.
Pittsburgh got 6.
And I keep telling Dante 1, but I don't think he's figured it out yet.
And no, I don't like to brag about them circles, but I only do that shit to that dude.
All right, fellas, we're gonna wrap this show up, and like I said, I thank everybody and all the viewers that showed up too. Thank you, Donta, one of y'all, and then of course Ryan, Benny, John for coming in there. Thank you, John. Well, we hope to have you back soon, man. Clay, and a list of others. And we did have a couple new people on here. That's cool. Thank you for coming. Tyler was another guy. But yeah, thank you to everybody. We'll give you the final thought and send everybody on their way. That's not the final thought. This is the final thought. There you go. Control, Alt, Delete. Control yourself. Alter your thinking. Delete negativity. Again, I'd like to thank the big dog for that.
Y'all need
we
to
are out of
the
here.
buttons are.
What the Control Alt Delete?
Yeah.
They're on here, man. They're on there. Gotta look, man.
Mine must be broken.
I like to change the Vikings chant to choke instead of skull. Like choke.
You fit right in the NFC North, man. I'm telling you right
now. I tell you the truth. I hate every team in the NFC North except for the Lions, and that was before I met you.
That's yep. I'm happy.
Of course, I hate Green Bay. They beat us in the Super Bowl.
I grew up watching Barry Sanders run, so.
All right, folks. We out of here. Thank you again. This is B Striller the Thriller. We out.